coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Bam, bam, bam. Ham. Hey, big love to everybody who support this platform, everybody who support this movement, everybody that's with TBP Nation. Man, we on a mission and we gonna keep on going. We cannot stop 24/7, 365. We in here. We pushing P. We pushing positive energy. If you are with that, then you with me. And big love to you because I appreciate you. Everybody who been rocking with the videos lately, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep trying to push this positive energy out there. I'm gonna keep trying to do what I can do to, you know, try to make a difference, to try to make some change, man. And that's what we doing over here. So if you with that, let's go. Let's get it. 2025 is fastly approaching. We trying to hit 2025, man. Up, running, in there, making change, making a difference, making a positive impact. So let's go. TBP Nation, stand up, salute, appreciate you. Oh man, today is a hard video. It's a hard video for me because it's something that I felt like I need to and I should speak on. So I'm going to the Marcellus Williams situation. And what makes me want to speak on this situation is because I just did the event for my man Taylor Paul. Shout out to Taylor Paul right here. You know, the league, you know, for safer streets. Brother that I was locked up with. Brother is also a Muslim. So at one point during the ceremony, he mentioned the brother. He spoke on the brother. Because he's a Muslim. And he said how the brother left this earth on a positive note, you know, with a positive message. And that resonated with me, you know, because it came about to me in the chat first about Marcellus Williams because I be doing this so much that I don't really watch a whole lot of social media. So I didn't know about the situation. But since then, I have researched and looked at things about the situation, right? So I'm just going to give you my opinion and my take. And it's only my opinion and my take. You do not have to agree. You do not have to understand. You could just take it as what it is because you could have your opinion that I may differ with. But it don't condemn, you know, what you're saying to me because I respect your opinion just like I expect you to respect mine. But I just think it's a tragic, tragic situation. You know, in my opinion, the court of law, the justice system has always been unjust. It has never been for us, and I've seen it over and over again because like I say, you know, y'all know my story if you've been following TBP Nation. You know, I did, 12,065 plus days in prison. I've seen dudes in prison with the same charge, but they different colors in a different sentence, vastly different. I've seen a white man and a black man with the same charge. This man has multiple life sentences. This man has less than 10 years. I've seen that. I've seen it, you know. So I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. Or should I say I know what's going on, but I don't understand it. Because this is 2024 and these same things are still happening over and over and over again. But with this Marcellus Williams situation, my question would be to you, the public, the people. If you have to be convicted beyond a reasonable doubt, and then you are convicted, and there is a reasonable doubt. But not only are you convicted, they're gonna take your life when there's a reasonable doubt. To me, what separates that from murder? What separates that from murder? I don't know the answer to that. You see what I'm saying? Because to me, that is murder. And as I spoke in a live before recently, I personally don't feel like nobody, because we all are human beings, we all are the same race as far as being human, the human race. If I can't commit murder without being punished, how can you commit murder without being punished? What gives you the right to take life? Who gives a person that right, man? Everybody that's elected officials, everybody that's in Supreme Court, everybody that's in judges positions, prosecutor positions, all of that, you are still human. How can you say this person deserves to lose their life? Who are you? Who knows what you're doing? It's just like with the Diddy situation. Everybody say, oh, once upon a time it was all these cheers and cheers and cheers for Diddy. Every time he show up anywhere, everybody cheer. But now everybody's pointing the finger and everybody's saying, okay, Diddy this, Diddy that. But who knows what other people are doing? Oh, we couldn't imagine he was doing this. It ain't like you don't know what somebody. Oh, how could he been doing this for all these years and don't nobody know? Do you know what Bill Gates is doing? Do you know what the Supreme Court justices are doing? People could be doing all types of things and you don't know these things. You don't know because they're in a power position and we're not privy to that information. You understand? And we don't know what they're doing or what they're not doing. But what I'm saying is, if you could take a man's life when there's so much information surrounding the possibility of him being innocent, to me, that is a crime, man. That's a crime. You taking somebody's life, a father, a brother, a son, a uncle. You're taking their life under a assumption or a reasonable doubt. I don't think a reasonable doubt is enough to convict you, let alone to take a man's life. But this is what they're doing. And if we do not pay attention, if we do not make our voice known, if we do not say anything, it can knock on your door. It could be your nephew, your son, your father, your uncle. Next. Why not? Why can't it be? See, we don't pay attention to things enough until it hit us at home. Then it means something to us. Then we want everybody to listen to us. But we have to change that narrative. We have to make it known when things are happening because we have to understand that it can be us next. You understand? They kill this man, with all of this stuff and information surrounding the possibility that he could be innocent. The victim's family said they do not think he should be killed. The prosecutor who prosecuted him said, hold up, we might need to hold up on this. And they still kill this man. And I'm not using the word execute purposely. They kill this man, in cold blood. With so much information not answered. If you ain't got the proper information, what will make you move forward in taking a man's life? What makes you different from the dude on the street who took somebody's life because he was trying to steal some money, because he was committing a crime, or because he was out of his mind? What makes you different? Tell me. I need to know because I'm uninformed. For them to take that man's life like that with so much information saying that that man had over $1 million signed petitions that's saying hold up on the execution. They ignored that. They ignored that and they took his life. They took his life. But you have to factor this in the equation too. This is a black man accused of killing a white woman, accused of stabbing her multiple times and taking her life. And this is the society that we living in. And they didn't want to hear nothing. That's all they wanted to do was see what they wanted to see. And they was dead focused on taking his life and won't nobody gonna stop him. And didn't nobody stop him. Not even a million signatures. Not even the victim's family saying no. Not even the person who prosecuted him saying no. Saying this is wrong. Hold up. Wait a minute. They said no. And then you have people online saying, do you believe in the justice system or do you not? No, I do not. Absolutely, emphatically no. I do not believe in it because I've been a part of it and I know it's unjust. I know it just as sure as grits is groceries. I know it's unjust. And this is a prime example. You can put a man to death with all the speculation about whether he's innocent or guilty, but you cannot, and you did not, and you would not execute somebody like Charles Manson. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to you. Charles Manson did not get the death penalty. Charles Manson did not get the death penalty. When it was emphatically clear his involvement in his position in the things that he was charged with, he still ducked the death penalty. But you would kill this man with such speculation about the evidence. Man, this is insane, man. We gotta make our voices heard, man. We gotta make our voices heard, man. We gotta make our voices heard because next it could be your son. It could be your nephew. It can be your daughter. If we don't say nothing, if we do nothing, if nothing changes, nothing changes. That's a fact. You know, so in me going back and looking at some of the stuff that I seen about him, some of the evidence, some of the testimonies, I just I just feel a certain type of way, man. It's like, when is this gonna stop? How much we gonna be able to take? You know? You cannot bring a life back once it's gone, man. You can't do that. You can't undo that. You can't. It's just like the dude Ronnie Long. If you don't know who Ronnie Long is, look him up. That's a man that did 44 years in prison for a crime that he did not commit. And all they offered him was $750,000 for 44 years. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He would have made more money than that living his life. He was a stone mason. He set stones. He in 44 years he'd have made more money than that. Easily. All they offered him was $750,000 and say, I'm sorry, we made a mistake. Come on, man. Come on, man. Because the chances of him surviving them 44 years is slim to none. And they didn't expect that. And that's the unexpected. But he survived and he came out, and then you won't even compensate him. Man, this is rough, man. This is a rough joint. I tell you, this is a tough video for me because I know these things. I felt these things. I've been in the midst of these things. But you took a man's life when you was uncertain if he was innocent or guilty. Uncertain, but certain enough for you to take his life. But a man like Charles Manson would have his whole life to live out in prison until he died. Still have opportunities to see people who love him, see his family live, even under those conditions. He's still alive. Once you unalive somebody, that's it. Within that time that he did interviews. I seen him on interviews with big TV stations and all this and all that. He still was living it. Of course, I've been in prison. He still was in purgatory. He still was in HELL, but he was alive. He was alive. And he was diabolical. Proven to be diabolical. Admittedly diabolical. But he was allowed to live. He was allowed to live, man. And you take this man's life. You take this man's life under speculation, assumptions. That's crazy to me, man. And if that don't resonate with you, if that's not crazy with you, you need to look in the mirror and say, what if that was my son? What if that was my uncle? What if that was my father? How would you feel then? It would probably be 10 times the worse the way I feel now. And I don't even know this man. I don't even know him besides what I've seen lately. But I know the pain. I know the struggle. I know. And then on top of that, he sat in prison for almost, 2 decades? Just to wait to be executed, killed for something that he did not do? I know men who did decades of prison for things that they did not do. And to me personally, those are the strongest human beings that I have ever met in my life. Ever. Ever. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because I know what it took for me to do them 33 years. For some things that I was involved in, which makes me guilty. Period. Whatever they say that I got to do because I put myself in that position. So the strength, the fortitude, everything it took out of me to do that and to survive, I know what it took. I cannot imagine going through that for something that I had no involvement in whatsoever. To me, those are the strongest human beings alive. It reminds me of that movie 12 Years a Slave. When that man went through all that he had to go through and he did nothing to go through that. But to be able to endure that and survive and come out on the other end, you are a walking miracle, my dude. And I know dudes like that. They did decades for things that they did not do. I don't know no jokers stronger than them. Not the gangsters I met, not the go hard, the touch alls. Nobody I know is stronger than them dudes because I know they was doing their time for something that they did not do. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay inspired? How do you continue to believe when you are seeing that everything you've done right and been doing right is not working? I believe that those are the people that will have a greater life after whatever we got going on right here on earth. I believe that those people are chosen because they are examples for mankind. I believe that. That's just me. I'm not asking nobody to share my opinion. I'm not asking nobody to agree with me. I'm telling you how I feel, you know, because I've been there. But to take somebody's life with so much unanswered questions, to me is diabolical, man. That's diabolical, dog. You know? And we supposed to be just. But are we? Do that sound just to you? Have you looked up Marcellus Williams? Have you seen and heard what they're saying? Just that alone is enough to say, okay, well, let's wait and see what we can find out. Let's see what's true and what's false. 1,000,000 people? You will ignore 1,000,000 people? Come on, man. What are we doing? Where are we living? What makes us different? What makes us stand out? What makes us special? It can't be none of this. It can't be none of this, man. But anyway, I just want to say salute to Marcellus Williams. Salute to his family. Salute to everything that he stood for. I cannot say whether the brother was innocent or guilty. I don't know. I won't dare. I tell y'all that all the time. If you won't dare, you don't know. And guess what? If I don't know, they don't know because they won't dare. But I can say this emphatically. If you were unsure, if you was not 100% correct, which you could never be, you should never, ever take a life. Take a life for what you think to be true, for what you assume to be true, for what you convince yourself is true. Is definitely wrong. It's wrong on every level. And if you disagree, cool. But if you do disagree, ask yourself, would you disagree if it was somebody that you love, somebody that you know? Ask yourself that. And if you can answer that, and whatever answer you come up with, if that's cool, peace be upon you. Peace be upon you, man. But R.I.P. to Marcellus Williams. Is a name I won't never forget. Shout out to everybody in the chat who brought his name and situation to my attention. And brave man, courageous man. And I put him, yeah, in my Hall of Fame of some people that I admire, human beings that I admire, which is not many, but I admire because he walked to death with grace and honor for something that he know in his heart and soul that he was not responsible for. But he did that. And he didn't cower. He didn't take his life. He didn't fall to the wayside. He didn't fold. He stood up like a man. And he accepted whatever fate that he had coming to him. Which reminds me of one of the books that I read that I've told y'all about before. One of my favorite books. A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest Gaines. Go read that book. And when you read that book, you think about Marcellus Williams. Read that book. And when you read that book, you will think about Marcellus Williams. This is the exact same scenario. Exact. And you'll understand if you read it. But anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings on this man's soul and his family and his everybody who cared about him, everybody who supported him, everybody who was a part of that 1,000,000 signed petition. Yeah, blessings to you and yours, because you tried. You tried, and supporting is important, and you did that. So salute to you. God will deal with the rest of the people. You know, that's what he do. But y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk about it. Let me know your opinion. It's just your opinion. I'm not gonna get this way or that way, because I respect your opinion. We just talking. We just trying to enlighten each other. We just trying to come up with solutions. You know, understand? We just trying to see. Conversate. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Have a great day on purpose, with some purpose. And respect and love the people that you around, because they may be gone tomorrow. So say what you need to say to them today. Big love. TBP Nation salute. Y'all duck them hooks, because if nothing else, we know they ain't playing fair.
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.